Welcome to day 36. Today is an exciting day because we are doing the microcosmic orbit, a short version. We did a little bit of the microcosmic orbit when we did pelvic floor breathing on our backs. And technically, microcosmic orbit is something that's learned after cultivating quite a lot of energy at the low belly center, because if we don't first condense the energy, it's much harder to concentrate well enough to move the energy. So I would recommend, if you want a more full force effect for this exercise, especially when you're first learning, do the first two videos that we've done the past 2 days, the lower dantian breathing, maybe 9 rounds, and then the reverse breathing, maybe 6 rounds, and then try the microcosmic orbit because it will be much easier to feel the flow of energy. There's a lot I could say about what is the microcosmic orbit. There's also a macrocosmic orbit. There's also the 8 extraordinary meridians flow, which is part of Fusion 3. That's some of the next levels after the beginner's program. And all of this to say that there are many esoteric channels in the body, and they all have very distinct effects. And when we open up the microcosmic orbit, we're working with the fundamental energy of yin and yang. We call it the sea of yang up the back and the sea of yin down the front. This is also called the conception vessel. This is our relationship with mother energy. The back body is our get up and go energy. And it has to do with standing on our own 2 feet and being independent and going out into the world and doing things. So this flow is traditionally done up the back, down the front. However, there is the reverse path, and there's some controversy about this path. So I won't get into that detail today, but it is something I talk about in my courses. And the Kundalini is very much associated with this microcosmic orbit path. That's another longer conversation. If you're interested, just send me a message. But when we are doing the microcosmic orbit, we're not only opening these 2 channels, we're opening the river that flows out to all the other meridians. There are 12 primary meridians, and they all relate to the 6 primary zangfu, which is solid organs and empty organs. And there are pairs of organs. So those organs relate to our personality. Our limbs have the meridians that relate to our internal organs, and our organs are like our emotional body, which is like our personality, the programs that make our body's physiology and mind and body habits run the way that they do. Whereas the microcosmic orbit, what's called the Du channel up the back and the Ren channel down the front, channel or meridian, it's used pretty synonymously. These are part of the 8 extraordinary meridians, which have to do more with our soul. And this is something in Chinese medicine that's not the same as the religious soul, but you can think of it as a less physical in this world aspect of self, and something that can nourish the body spirits. We say that there are spirits in each of the organs. So that's your fun esoteric Qigong lesson for today. Now let's do the practice. So maybe you pause the video and do some breathing, and then you'll come back and focus here at your lower belly center. You can do whatever you need to focus here. You can push in a few times just below the navel. This is the cauldron. It's very important in higher level Qigong practice. And you can also rub, you can tap a little bit, you can breathe, just bringing the awareness to the lower belly. Or if your concentration is good, just focus there. There are many ways to do the microcosmic orbit. We're not going to stop at each section. We'll take one long breath to go up and down the spine, starting with an out breath from your navel down to your pelvic floor. Then inhale from the pelvic floor, up the tailbone, sacrum, back of the spine, all the way up past the shoulder blades to the base of the skull, to the top of the head. Give a little tap to the top of your head. Feel the energy reach the vertex. And then exhale, you can use your hands at first if you'd like. Brush the energy down the front line of your body. It goes through the center of your brain, roof of the mouth, throat, chest, all the way back down to the space below the navel. And that's the path. We'll do it slow, 2 more times together, and then you can either do 1 breath up, 1 breath down, or you can breathe naturally and just imagine a pearl of light coming up and down faster than you can imagine. It's like the speed of light. See which one feels better for you. So we'll do 2 more slow from the navel, focusing down to the pelvic floor. Inhaling up from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. Tall spine. Exhale back down the front. Pelvic floor. Inhale up the back. Exhale down the front. Now on your own, a few more rounds. Slow or fast, with or without the breath. If you get a headache, focus back on your low belly or focus on your big toes. Feel that this light traveling up and down the center of your body can break through energetic blockages at all of the chakras. And the next time you find the spinning pearl at your navel, pause there. Gather your awareness in, covering the hands over the lower abdomen. Spiral a few times one way, small to big. Digesting this new configuration of energy in your body. And spiraling big to small. The spiral helps collect and magnetize energy into your center. And hold your awareness at your lower belly. Stay in your center. Breath in. And sink. Relax. Sometimes it feels nice for me after the microcosmic orbit to do a little chi self-massage on the face like we've done earlier in the series. I just find there's a lot more energy in my whole body after that one. It can be, again, very, it can change the temperature of your body. So just notice that. Oh, that's normal. And running your fingers through your hair, chi shower, massaging your ears. Oh, and down. So a microcosmic orbit is really nice to do before sleep. I find that it really helps balance the entire energy body. If you have any questions, please write me. Please let me know how you're doing. You can always click on the video and open it up in YouTube and comment there. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you in an email as well, info@innerbodydata.com, to let me know anything, how you're doing, if you have questions, if you have any comments to share that I could share with the group. or on my Instagram. It would really help me and support me get these teachings to more people. So if you're finding value in this practice, I would love to know. I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you very soon.